Welcome to this tutorial on loading operations in CADIS Control today. We'll explore what dispatchers can do when it comes to managing loading lists, from creating them to printing the final documents and giving the green light. You'll find overviews separated by transport type. Click the van icon for last mile. Click the truck for line haul. The columns look similar, but line haul doesn't need quite as many details. Apparently, the long-distance guys like to keep it simple. Loading lists can enter the system in different ways, either receiving them from an external system, using recurring trip templates, or by clicking the New button. In the last mile section, you can also launch automated dispatching. If auto dispo sounds like a magic trick, we've got a separate tutorial on that. Let's stay in the last mile overview for now. Here you get a clear picture of all your loading lists and their properties. There's also a progress bar showing how many shipments and packages are already loaded. Just like in almost every other screen in CADIS, you can change and save your column settings here too, either as a personal view or a global one for everyone. CADIS Control lets you generate all the key documents you need for the trip. Loading lists, start labels for the warehouse team, run sheets, delivery notes, or dangerous goods documents. Best part, you can automate the printing like at list release or when loading's done. So yes, the printer might surprise you, but at least it's working with you. Or as we like to say, don't touch me anymore. Every loading status has its own color. Fun fact, these same colors appear in the shipment overview. Green on white means loading in progress. Red background, that means the driver has requested loading approval. Green background, that's loading completed. Let's look into the details of a loading. On the left, you'll see the transport date set when the trip was created. You can't change it afterwards. But no worries, empty trips can be deleted. This grayed out, Generate Run Sheet box is based on master data of last mile trips. If the trip is flagged as disqualified, then the Generate Run Sheet checkbox is automatically disabled. No orders and no stop lists for driver's scanner will be generated. For the trip we're looking at, the Generate Run Sheet box is checked, so this is a real, proper trip. Remarks show up in the shipment overview too. Tick Dynamic to allow flexible, dynamic loading or no EDI if unknown packages without shipment data need to be loaded anyway. In the tabs at the button you can add a gate if needed. In the Dispatching Info tab, you can assign drop zones and leave special instructions for the warehouse staff handling the unloading. Don't forget to save. Your future self will thank you. Now, let's take a look at a trip where the driver has already requested loading approval. You'll notice a pop-up notification appears right away. Desktop notifications like this can be enabled or disabled under Extras User Preferences. In the details at the top, you'll see stats, how many shipments are already loaded weight and dangerous goods points. If any damages are reported, double-click a shipment to see more, including photos. With the right permissions, you can even manually mark shipments as loaded or override scanner inputs. You can see additional loading aids added by the driver or warehouse team in the picture, which the driver has taken of the truck's cargo hold at the ends to document that the loading was done correctly. Or to brag about a Tetris-level loading job. You can reject now the loading closure or approve it. In some configurations, the app can automatically complete the loading process once everything is scanned. Let's call that risk-managed trust. However, this can be restricted, for example, only if all shipments have been loaded, and only if no damages have been reported. So yes, loading can finish itself, but only when everything's really in order. Once it's completed, the trip is closed for changes. The orders and stop list are generated and sent directly to the vehicle's scanner. If the route optimization is no longer valid, for example, because some shipments weren't loaded and were still included in the original plan, you can still update it. As long as the driver hasn't started processing the stops, the optimization can be redone. And once everything is locked in, one of the few things you can still change, the vehicle, for example, if the truck breaks down. That's your tour of loading operations in CADIS Control from the dispatcher's point of view. You've seen how to manage lists, monitor loading progress, handle exceptions. Behind every well-loaded truck is a dispatcher who knows what they are doing, and now that's you. Thanks for watching. If moving goods is what you do, CADIS software makes it smooth for you.